In 1966, a dyslexic boy named Richard Branson decided to drop out of school.
With the help of a friend, he founded a student magazine called Student and started earning his first money by selling advertising space to local businesses.
It was a time of great excitement, and Branson, with his energy and creativity, soon realized he could do more. 4 years later, looking for a way to grow his small magazine, he began selling records by mail order to the subscribers of his magazine.
This insight proved to be a winner. The record sales went so well that within a short time he was able to open his first record store in London.
A year later, the success of the record store was such that Branson decided to expand his business.
2 years later, he opened his own record label, Virgin Records, and a recording studio.
His goal was to offer an opportunity to local artists by creating a creative and stimulating environment.
Among the first artists to record in his studio was Mike Oldfield, who recorded his first international hit, Tubular Bells, selling 5 million copies. Over the next decade, Branson continued to grow his record label by investing in emerging and controversial talents like the Sex Pistols and the Rolling Stones.
His ability to recognize and nurture talent, even when others considered it too risky, was one of the secrets to his success.
But Branson didn't stop at music.
Meanwhile, he continued to start other businesses.
It was a time of great expansion and experimentation.
Branson ventured into the beverage industry, video games, bookstores, and even travel. At 30, while heading to the Virgin Islands for a vacation, he discovered that his flight, the last one of the day, had been canceled.
Determined not to miss my vacation, I tried to charter a private plane but didn't have enough money to do so.
Instead of giving up, he took a chalkboard and wrote, Virgin Airlines, $29, and approached the group of people who were supposed to take the canceled flight to the Virgin Islands.
After selling all the tickets for the empty seats on the plane, I was able to pay for the charter and reach the Virgin Islands that same night.
This episode marked the birth of Virgin Atlantic. Today, that boy who dropped out of school is a billionaire who oversees nearly 400 companies.
Richard Branson has become a symbol of innovation and entrepreneurship.
His story teaches us a lot about how to face challenges and seize opportunities.
Despite my inexperience and lack of specific knowledge, I always found a way to move forward and take action.
One of the most important lessons from his success story is that the key is to start, even when you don't feel ready.
I live my life by this principle. I dropped out of school and started a business. I brought the Sex Pistols to my record label when everyone else considered them too risky. I chartered a plane without having the money.
I believe we can all learn something from his approach. If we wanted to summarize one common aspect to him and many other successful people in one sentence, we could say that successful people start before they feel ready.
The name of my empire, Virgin, was chosen because my partners and I were virgins in the businesses we ventured into.
On the other hand, Branson has started so many businesses, empires, ventures, and charitable projects that it is impossible to think he was always ready and prepared.
I had never flown a plane and knew nothing about airplane engineering, but I started an airline anyway.
This shows that preparation is important, but it's not everything. Now, if you're working on something important, it's likely you'll never feel completely ready to say, "Here we go, I'm ready, let's do it." But this is a forced condition. You are bound to feel uncertain, unqualified, and unprepared. Yet what we have now is already more than enough. You can plan, delay, and revise all you want, but believe me, what you already have in your hands now is usually sufficient to start, to take the first step. It doesn't matter if you're thinking about pursuing a very ambitious project, reading a book, losing weight, or starting your own company. Who you are, what you have, and what you know is already enough to start moving in that direction. Taking the first step will help clarify many things you could never have imagined while standing still. Many people start in the same way, without money, resources, contacts, or experience. The difference is that some people decide to start anyway. Regardless of where you are in the world and what you want to do, I hope you decide to start before you feel ready. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a single step. Act now and discover where your courage and determination will take you.